Hello everyone. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin showing you how one of the techniques that I use or that you can use to finish your edges if you don't want to serge them or if you don't want to put a straight stitch on them. And as you can see, I have a pin on this piece of fabric for one of my valances, and I have one on all four of my valances, which, as I told you in my previous video, it indicates that you're always working with the top of your fabric, because we want to start with the top. We're going to finish the bottoms last, but this will always tell you that you're working with the top of your fabric. And the reason I think this is important, because let's say you got a print of fabric that has, I don't know, a pattern on it that needs to be lined up correctly. You want to make sure that you're always working with the top. Let's say you have a pattern that has arrows that go up. You don't want some of your arrows going up and down because you finished the edges incorrectly. So the pin just indicates the top of the fabric. So this technique that I'm about to show you is how you can finish your edges without using a serger or making a straight stitch if you don't want to. So here we go, and I hope I do well with this tripod because I'm just not good with it yet, but here we go. So I've set up my ironing board and my iron, and I'm going to use a steam iron because the steam is what's going to give us that finished look. So you take the tip of your fabric, the raw edge, and you turn it over as with the slightest amount that you possibly can, just to turn it up to make a crease. And a crease is when you put it down. When you put that down, you're going to take your iron and you're just going to make a nice straight crease going all the way across. So basically what you're doing is you're folding your raw edges over just a tiny bit. I'd say less than a quarter of an inch. We're going to just keep folding it over. And the reason I'm not going to use a measuring tape with this is because this isn't the final hem that we're going to do for these edges, and I hope you can see what I'm doing. So basically I'm just making our raw edges look really nice without stitching, and when we do the other technique that you can use, you'll see the difference. But you're going to do this, if this is the technique that you want to use, you will have to do this for all four of your valances. If you're only making two, then you'll have to do it for two. If you're making six, you're going to have to do this for six, because we want our raw edges to look really pretty when we're done. So hopefully you get the idea. I hope I demonstrated it well using this tripod. And again, as you can see, I'm almost at the end of the fabric with about a quarter of an inch just nicely finished. So I did this all the way across. So you see now I'm at the end of the fabric, and I'm going to just finish this last piece. And as you can see, there it is. So when you look at the fabric now, you see how the edge looks nice and finished. See how we just turned it up, that little piece right there, and when you turn it over, it looks nice and finished. So I'll show you what we're going to do with this in a few. Please take the time to visit my website, Busta Wraps, BUSTAWRAPPS.com, BustaWraps.com. Thank you.